In the order, Oromocto Town Council meeting in regular session Thursday, December 18th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. at the Oromocto Municipal Building. I'll ask for a recording. I'll call for a mover for approval of the agenda. Deputy Mayor Mawini, seconder. Councillor Carr, questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. Is any disclosure of interest? None. We'll move down to the mayor's comments. I'd like to thank Jason Lee, the owner of Enhanced Living, for providing us a tour today of the new nursing home facility. This project was a vision from this council to invest and advocate for a nursing home to serve our residents of the Oromocto and surrounding areas. And today we're so pleased to have been part of it. The facility will house 60 residents and will start on Monday to bring in the residents, exactly 2 years from the day it was announced. And on behalf of the Oromocto Town Council, I'd like to wish everybody in the Oromocto and Lincoln area a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and to watch out for the elderly neighbors and friends and relatives over the Christmas and festive season. All right, we move down to adoption of the minutes. The Oromocto Town Council meeting in regular session, November 20th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. at the Oromocto Municipal Building. I will call for a mover. Councillor Dodd, seconder, Councillor Kirkbride. Questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. There's no petitions, presentations, or delegations, so we'll move right down the council reports, and we'll start with the Capital Region Service Commission. 7A1 Community Development Committee with Councillor Dodd.
Thank you, Worship. The Development Committee met on December the 9th. The first item on the agenda was a PowerPoint presentation on the Come Over program by Dr. Lindsay Crump, UNB Psychology, and Emma Colpitts, Inclusion New Brunswick. It was very detailed and informative. They have a pilot project empowering persons with intellectual disabilities, and the second pilot project is supporting seniors struggling with depression and loneliness. That's the Come Over project. Then it was followed with Lise Moran, who had everything prepped, was unable to be there. So Katie gave the update on ESIC 4 and the region community development projects. And work is also underway with the Oromocto and surrounding area food bank in order to assist them with urgent needs. And then that was followed by the planned community development work for 2026 year, including 16 items, of which one is to travel to each community to meet with the CAOs to discuss community development needs in each of their areas. And then Carrie Bedford gave a very quick update on the regional resiliency.
All right, thank you. It's 7A3 is the Capital Region Service Commission, my report. On November the 24th, the Oversight Committee met at 1 o'clock, and we just we checked the CEO's 3 monthly break term. So we checked on, we go over and we judged on how well he was doing and how well he wasn't doing, and he was doing fairly well. So then the regional service infrastructure meeting was on Zoom on the 25th of November. The public safety meeting in Hanwell was at 6 o'clock on the same day. The monthly general meeting met on December the 2nd at 6:30. On the 4th of December, the Regional Service Commission Province Review Team met with the Capital Service Region Commission and had discussions over how the New Brunswick Service Commission were working, what was wrong with the system, what was right with the system, and any changes that we thought we'd make. And that was quite a long meeting. It was a 2.5 hour meeting. And then we met today, and that was to meet with JDI and the Irving Foundation about trying to get more money from the government and more land trade off. So that was an interesting meeting we had today. So on that note, we'll move down to 7B, the Library Committee with Councillor Dahl.
Thank you, Bishop. The library board met on November 25th, and just a few items. It was a very brief meeting. They had discussions about a Facebook follow contest that they want to do. We've decided to form a committee to investigate how the contest would work, and felt that the best time to do this contest would be over holidays when people are in that mindset. And we've also approved additional funding of $1,500 to support additional new purchase books. So they're really trying to get ahead and have a good cleanup of the books and things like that for moving into their new premises, which they're anxious to get into, but they know it's a little while. I did attach the library's director report for Cindy, but I just want to point out that September is always a little lower. October is doing much better and almost double the traffic from September to October. So it's picking up again quite well. There is a lengthy report, but I'm going to just mention the fact of something new that's happening. They're doing exam proctoring. And the library's had an increased demand for exam proctoring for university students doing distant learning. So we have been trying to accommodate as much as possible, but it is a free service. We only have one private room and it needs to fit with the operations of the library. For example, we can't have an examiner's program room when we have preschool story time. And although it has been the library director's office on rare occasions, it is not always possible. So this is something new that's been going and I guess it's increasing in the people wanting to do these exams and having proctoring was something quite new to me. And that's just another one of the reasons they are looking for that space when the building that they go into, when it's built, to use a room. Even the Miramichi room, they aren't renting that out or using it anymore. They have to use it strictly for programming. They used to book it out and now they're just using it for the library and running their other program groups and things like that. So they're quite anxious to get in there, but they know it's going to be a few years. So it's the basic highlight on it.
All righty. Move down to 7C, the Oromocto Area Chamber of Commerce with Councillor Daw.
Thank you, Your Worship. Pardon me. We have three folks. The chamber met on December the 10th. And just a few items from that meeting. We're updating our membership information before the invoices go out in January. In the process of looking for an engaging guest speaker for the Business Awards dinner. So if you know anybody, let us know. And also did a recap of the November 27th Christmas tree lighting, both the pros and cons, with suggestions for improvement. But overall, we thought it was a good response from the community. The children's choir was engaging. There was a good number of donations for the Oromocto Food Bank, and everyone enjoyed Mr. and Mrs. Claus and the hot chocolate. They want to particularly thank the town for their support, but we are looking at doing bigger and better next year. On December the 15th, the board held their Christmas social at Mingo's, where we had a nice turnout, pleasant get together with an enjoyable meal. And our next chamber meeting will be January the 14th, where we will have our AGM as well. 2026.
Okay, thanks, Councillor Daw. We now move on to consideration of bylaws with the CEO, John Jackson.
Thank you, Your Worship. We'll do first reading by title only, a proposed bylaw 517A, a bylaw to amend a bylaw establishing control of animals in the town of Oromocto, read first time by title on 18 December 2025.
I'll call for a mover. Councillor Murdoch, seconder. Councillor Kirkbride, questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. Move to 8B.
Thank you, Your Worship. The first reading by title only, a proposed bylaw 540, a bylaw relating to the prevention of fires in the town of Oromocto, and read first time by title only, 18 December 2025.
Call for a mover. Councillor Whalen, seconder. Councillor Daw, questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. Move to eight C.
So thank you, your worship. First reading by title only, proposed bylaw 541, a bylaw relating to the fire department level of service in the town of Oromocto. Read first time by title only, 18 December 2025.
Call for a mover. Council Von Victor, seconder, Deputy Mayor Mawini, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. There's no unfinished business, so we'll move down to 10A, the new business, the EPW trackless purchase with Councillor Kirkbride.
Thank you, worship. Be resolved, the council authorizes the purchase of the trackless or liquidating full tractor from Solid Limited in the amount of $176,720 plus HST. Funding is available from within capital account number 9112.
Call for a seconder, Deputy Mayor Mawini, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Move to 10B, the water and sewage rate change with Councillor Wayton.
Your worship, be resolved that as per bylaw 537, the town of Oromocto council establishes the water and sanitary sewage charges as per the new schedule A, effective the next billing cycle. As reviewed at council and committee on Tuesday, 16 December 2025.
Call for a seconder, Councillor Carr, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. 10C, the insurance renewal with Councillor Dodd.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved that the town of Oromocto municipal insurance requirements be renewed with Arthur J. Gallagher Canada Limited, effective 1 January 2026 for a one-year period at a premium cost of $262,893. I so move.
Call for a seconder, Councillor Kirkbride, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. 10D, the capital 5-year renewal plan with Deputy Mayor Mawini.
Thank you, your worship. Be it resolved, the council approves the capital renewal funding plan for 2026 through 2029. So moved.
Call for a seconder, Council Von Victor, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Move to 10E, that's a 225 year-end resolutions with Councillor, Deputy Mayor, quick now.
Councilor Carr.
Councillor Carr.
Council Chair.
Okay, Councillor Carr.
You were just sorry. Be resolved that $32 be transferred from the general operating fund to the general capital reserve fund. I so move.
Call for a seconder. Yes, Deputy Member Winnie, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Go to 10E2, the water cost fire protection with Councillor Von Victor.
Thank you, your worship. Be it resolved that $567,000 be transferred from the general operating fund to the water and sewer utility operating fund for water cost fire protection fiscal year 2025. I so move.
Call for seconder. Councillor Shaw, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Move to 10E3, transfer from the general operating fund to the general operating reserve fund with Councillor Murphy.
Thank you, Worship. Be it resolved that $457,000 be transferred from the general operating fund to the general operating reserve fund. I so move.
Call for seconder. Councillor Von Victor, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Move to 10E4, the transfer from the water and sewer utility operating fund to the water and sewer utility operating reserve fund. Councillor Von Victor.
Thank you, your worship. Be it resolved that $116,000 be transferred from the water and sewer utility operating fund to the water and sewer utility operating reserve fund. I so move.
For seconder. Councillor Murdoch, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Move to 10E5, the transfer from the water and sewage utility operating fund to the water and sewage utility capital reserve fund. Councillor Dodd.
Thank you, Worship. Be it resolved that $25,000 be transferred from the water and sewer utility operating fund to the water and sewer utility capital reserve fund. So moved.
Call for seconder. Councillor Whalen, questions? All in favor? Contrary, motion carried. Go to 10F, the annual vacation carryover with Councillor Whalen.
Your worship, be resolved that council authorizes the chief administrative officer to approve the vacation carryover request as reviewed by council in committee on Tuesday, 16 December 2025. I so move.
Call for seconder. Questions? All in favor? Motion carried. 10G, the RCMP District Service Assistant Hiring Pool with Deputy Mayor Maloney.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved that council authorizes the chief administrative officer to establish a candidate pool for the district service assistant position for a period of 24 months. I so move.
Call for a seconder. Council Von Victor, questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. We go to 10H, the funding coordinator position with Councillor Carr.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be resolved that Allison Boudreau be hired to the position of funding coordinator effective Monday, 5th of January, 2026. I so move.
Call for a seconder. Councillor Councillor Daw, questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. We go to 10I, the lieutenant promotion with Oromocto Fire Department, Councillor Murdoch.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved that Jamie Morris be promoted to the rank of lieutenant in accordance to the Article 19 of the collective bargaining agreement effective 19th of December 2025. I so move.
Call for seconder, Deputy Mayor Maloney, questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. And the last one, 10J, the recreation maintenance free position with Councillor Kirkbride.
Thank you, Worship. Be resolved that Pat Knox be hired as a full-time recreation maintenance 3 employee with engineering and public works. Parks and Sports Facilities Division effective 24 December 2025. I so move.
Call for a seconder, Councillor Carr, questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried. Now call for an adjournment. Need a mover, Deputy Mayor Maloney, seconder, Councillor Kirkbride, questions? All in favor? Contrary? Motion carried.